We see people working away at something or other in the midst of this desolate landscape. It looks as if they are digging through sand in search of rock. We try to ask them what they are looking for. A man picks up a rock and tells us to notice something about it. He suggests we taste it. It is salt. The man is digging for salt mingled with the rock. Tens of thousands of years ago, this land was under the sea. For that reason, the land here contains inexhaustible treasures for the diligent and persevering. Finally, we arrive in Kashgar, one of the most famous cities on the Silk Road. Kashgar has long been a vital entrepot on China's western frontier. It was where the northern and southern Silk Roads reunited, here at the premier city of southern Xinjiang. For more than 2,000 years, Kashgar has served as a clearinghouse for merchandise, which would then leave on the backs of camels for Central Asia and Europe. Kashgar was one of the main reasons for the prosperous trade between East and West. Most of the inhabitants of Kashgar are Uyghurs. More than 200,000 of them live here. Kashgar is like the cultural capital of the Uyghurs. And the Uyghurs here set the standard for Uyghurs all over Xinjiang. Someone once said, and so it seems to us, that Kashgar is like a living fossil in the annals of Xinjiang. Kashgar is Central Asia's largest oasis town. Located on the eastern side of the Bami Plateau, it used to be the capital of the Chule Kingdom. There is archaeological evidence showing that Buddhism came to Kashgar in the early 2nd century. Scholars believe that Kashgar constituted the first Buddhist realm in the Tarim Basin. The early kings of the Chule dynasty were Theravada Buddhists. Buddhism thrived in Kashgar for 900 years, until Islam came to replace it in the 10th century. Since then, Islamic culture has had a great influence on the history of Xinjiang in terms of customs, beliefs and architecture. These legacies of culture remain evident today. The Apa Hoja Mausoleum was built in the 17th century. The dome, which is 20 metres high, is a classic sample of Islamic architecture. Buried here is Apa Hoja, an Islamic leader who governed Kashgar in the 17th century and whose progeny numbered 72 children. Every Sunday morning, thousands or tens of thousands of people from every direction come to the eastern gate of Kashgar. Here is held the largest outdoor market in all of Xinjiang. Every type of transportation is mobilized to carry goods to this point. Traffic, of course, is congested and chaotic. Later in the day, the crowds thicken. A scene reminiscent of the glory days of the Silk Road unfolds. This traditional market has been going on every week for hundreds of years. Everything produced in the region is sold here, as well as merchandise from east and west. Kashgar is also famous for its fertile farming land. The area is the prime agricultural region of Xinjiang. The most popular fruit here is the bright yellow fig. Other favourites are watermelons, cantaloupes and grapes. In the 13th century, Marco Polo wrote, "Kashgar has superb orchards and vineyards, and the soil is rich." All this still applies today. Today, the Silk Road has come alive again with the opening of the China-Pakistan highway. Here is yet another route joining Europe to Asia. Kashgar, a town forgotten by history for centuries, is entering a new age. The Chinese government trusts that Kashgar will become an important economic hub in the western reaches of the country. During this week of retracing the route followed by Marco Polo, many new sensations and ideas have enhanced our understanding. Breathtaking scenery, rugged landscapes and the cruelty of nature have not stood in the way of the peaceful lifestyles of the Uyghurs. They do not complain of this dry, desolate land, nor do they bewail the fate that brought them here. Rather, they have struggled with all these adversities and have found a way to live in harmony with their surroundings. They are a happy people, firm in their faith and culture, and have the determination to continue thus far into the distant future. Our brief experience here was long enough, notwithstanding to give us a clear new view of another reality. In this world, the harder nature is to man, the harder man struggles to make his survival worthwhile.